Alright, so patch notes for the Shield Hero collab is here. Let me know what you guys think about Shield Hero being the collab celebration. I was fully expecting it to be a rerun. I'm very glad it's actually a new collab. You know, a lot of people were like disappointed it wasn't Fate, but I don't know why anyone was expecting that. Anyways, I'm very excited. I like Season 1, never watched Season 2, and the characters look interesting. We'll be talking about them as we go. So there's 4 new characters. Naofumi, the main character, Raphtalia, the raccoon love interest, I guess. Filo, the lolly, and I don't know what this girl's called. She is the free unit, the last one. I think she is like not in Season 1, so I have no idea what she's called. The banner! People are going to be asking, should I summon for this banner? I don't know. I haven't used the characters yet, so I don't know how good they will actually be. The banner, though, looks pretty interesting. For a collab banner, if you think about collab banners, right? This collab banner has Freyr, Megalda, and Sigurd. I mean, these other characters are like very common. I mean, best means in the game, right? Red Rocks is kind of random. Lily is kind of random. I mean, listen, this guy is so common. Green Diane. But these 3, especially Freyr, is a very interesting one. I'm telling you, Ragnarok characters are in so many banners. He was just now on Merlin's banner, he's already back. Because they want you to have the Ragnarok characters, because they're made for demonic beasts, right? 4 new characters. So what do they do specifically? Now, shoutouts Kane here on the 70S Leaks Discord. He got some early translations. If something is a little bit incorrect here, don't blame him. He's probably just doing his best. Greekhouse database is not done yet, so I'll just speak real quick. So Kizuna, she is the free character. Her name is Kizuna. It's let's actually pull up her ultimate. Where is it? I'll pull up her ultimate. Here? Oh my god, so loud. She do be going fishing though. So, let me actually unzoom this real quick. This is a bit too close. Passive, in PvE, excluding beasts. Oof. When she attacks enemies by using her card, ranks up her cards and removes all debuffs of our allies. So, her passive, I think, works in raids. It does not work in PvP. Of course, it says in PvE. And not working on demonic beasts is so weird. So her relic is when her cards get ranked up, so every time she's an attack card, applies a buff to all allies that increases 30% of attack related stats for 2 turns. And again, does not work on PvP or demonic beast. Very weird. So her skills are AoE Pierce, so same card as like Trigger Milieu as AoE, right? And then skill 2 is the same buff card as Red Arthur. So what you're looking at is you're going to be using... clicked the wrong thing. You're going to be using her, I think, primarily as a Arthur replacement for OG Demon. That's what I'm thinking is her main purpose. Because I legitimately cannot think of any other purpose for her in the game. She doesn't work on demonic beasts, and I don't know. So it's the same skill. Same buff skill as Red Arthur. The attack related stat buff is interesting. We'll see. And then her ultimate is the same as Ragnarok DN, or the same as Summer DN. She's the free unit, and she honestly doesn't look that good. Maybe I'm wrong, and she'll be good for other stuff, but not working on demonic beasts is very weird. So let's move on. Let's actually go. I was gonna let's go Raphtalia and then Naofumi. Okay, Raphtalia. She's the raccoon girl. Let's pull up her ultimate. Oh, they didn't have the voices, okay. Okay, she is an interesting support for Naofumi. Passive, at the start of battle, by 300% of her defense, increases every ally's max HP. So she is recommended to be used with triple defense, similar to Blue Tarmiel. And you're going to be adding her 300% of her defense to allies in HP. When every ally in the battlefield is of the same attribute, and I think she has to be in the front. Yeah, she has to be in the front. So she only works on mono blue. She's segregated to only working on the mono blue team. Decreases all allies' damage taken by 30%. So, skill 1. Single target, defense-based flood. She scales with defense. So again, you want to run her with triple defense. Skill 2. Single target, based sever. That is very interesting. Would you want to run her with double crit damage? No. No. But yeah, flood and sever, they are, again, both. She's like the same as like Reinhardt, right? But like defense based. Her ult increases base stats by 50%. Ooh, damages enemies based off 230% of defense. AoE. Her holy relic is when an ally is taking a stance, increases all allies' damage by 40%. She's very interesting. So it makes sense if you look at Naofumi. So Naofumi, his passive is when he has a stance, increases the allies' basic stats by 30% of his defense. Again, he's also meant to be a triple defense character. When Naofumi is damaged by enemy attacks, he stacks 1 token of rage. It's like a new thing that he stacks on himself. Max of 6 in total. And for each token of rage, he increases the damage he deals by 35%. Skill number 1. Assumes a stance that taunts enemy for 2 turns. This is level 3. On level 1, it's only 1 turn. Increases defense-related stats by up to 80%. Again, on level 1, it's 30%. Removes all debuffs. And he can only be applied 1 debuff when taking a stance. This is like an anti-Green Merlin situation. And the reason why he has anti-Green Merlin is mostly, he's going to be meant to be used in a mono-blue team, so you're going to be kind of crushed by those Merlin teams, mono-greens, right? And the new other character, Filo, is meant to be a mono-green character. So skill number 2, AoE, 275%, defense-based, scales with defense, and applies Curse. Curse, enemy that didn't use a skill can't gain ultimate gauge for 2 turns. Kind of a trash debuff. Is a new type of debuff. And level 1, the multiplier is very low, but he can hit very hard. If you haven't seen the gameplay, so I live streamed reacting to the gameplay. It's not live on the channel yet, because YouTube hasn't processed the live stream yet. By the time this video is uploaded, it might be live. I reacted to the stream live, and go back here where I was. I reacted to the stream live, and we saw him in action. He hits very, very, very hard with his AoE if he has 6 tokens of rage. Level 1 AoE was doing like 500k on 2 units. 2 green units, mind you. So he can hit very hard. His ult decreases enemies' all stats by 30%, then attacks with 70% of based on defense. And for each token of rage, increases damage by 30%. He looks very interesting. These 2 characters paired up look to be like the combo, right? You're going to be wanting to use these 2 characters together. Now, his relic is when he dies, he revives and recovers HP based on 350% of his defense 1 time only. So it's like Green Hellbrom, but actually good. Very interesting how this is going to play out. I think, personally, this will be a team that you're going to be seeing a lot. The mono blue team. Might be seeing Naofumi, Raphtalia, and Chandler. Naofumi, Raphtalia, and Tarmiel. We're going to be seeing how this is going to go. I don't know if it's going to be better than any of the current teams. Like the current teams, I mean like Demons or Mono Red with Reinhardt. Because I don't know how this team is going to be dealing with Reinhardt. Reinhardt teams don't attack unless it's for a kill. By that I mean, Reinhardt's, if they know they're not going to kill someone, like let's say you're going to face a demon team with Chandler, they just don't attack, they ult rush and hide behind Arthur or Twigo, right? So we'll be interested to see how this is going to work. Because he does, I mean, I guess this is why, right? Enemy that doesn't use a skill can gain ultimate gauge. Maybe that's why he has this debuff, right? It should work against Reinhardt teams that do exactly what I just said. So Reinhardt has to use a skill. I don't know. We'll see how this is going to go. Very interested to see. But it seems like this team is going to get destroyed by Mono Green, especially because Mono Green just got a stupid character. This Filo... Oh, I didn't look at his ultimate, I forgot. Let's play his ultimate, and then we're going to look at Filo's ultimate as well. He does like the Elden Ring, Maiden, and then Filo is the Bird Lolly. Filo looks very strong. Passive. When our ally damages the enemy by using cards, for every debuff the enemy has, ignores 8% of crit defense and crit resistance when attacking the enemy, up to 5 times. When attacking enemy with 5 debuffs, increases damage dealt to that enemy by 60%, only with the single target skill. Her single target skill is stun. But, and again, it kind of sucks that let me try to see if I can... change here. The gameplay reveal was very sad for Naofumi because legitimately, here's the reveal, right? Her level 1 skill one-shot Naofumi, which is supposed to be this like triple defense, super tanky kind of character, right? Let's advance a little bit. She looks insane. And she is meant to be for Merlin. As you can see, they're using her with Merlin and Galfer. I would say it might be even better to run her with Merlin and Echidna. It's even more stats for her in turn 1. And Echidna's attack works better with Filo. So they do the double attack here. So you see, look at his health. He basically has max health. I know the quality is pretty bad, but sorry. He basically has max health. Right, look at that. One shots. He died. Look at the screen. He died and got revived by his passive. That's a level 1 card with only a 200% multiplier and no damage increase. He had 5 debuffs, right? Because Green Galfer card, then Merlin attacked as well. And just straight up one-shots him. That did not look good for Naofumi, I'll be honest. But he did revive, and Naofumi lost that match. He had to be rematched, and then they had to let Naofumi win, which is kind of sad. She looks very strong. And then her relic is... for every debuff the enemy has, increases her attack-related stats by 3% up to 15 times. So 45% attack-related stats. She's meant to be used with Merlin. This is the Merlin buff. I said... when Merlin first came out, Merlin looks a little bit underwhelming, but they're going to make sure she's good. They're going to give her someone to make her good. I said that. This is it. Her first skill is AoE weak point, which is always going to proc, and she almost always crits because she ignores 40% of their crit resistance, and she gives herself 45% crit chance from the Holy Relic. Again, skill 2 is a single target stun. Even if you don't kill the character, if you can stun them, it also removes stances from like Arthur and Naofumi, right? Then her ult decreases every enemy's HP related stats by 25%, and then single targets 945. Same ultimate as Festival Zeldris. These characters look interesting, but honestly, just looking, right? I haven't played with them, and once I play with them, my opinion might change on the characters, but to me, Filo looks the strongest. Okay, you can see their ults here. Yeah, scaling on the ult. Naofumi starts at 5. Sorry, I just ate. Naofumi starts at 5% with that stat lower. And damage increase, and it goes up to 30 with both. Scaling ults on collab characters kind of cringe. It's kind of cringe because with festival characters, it's like you can still acquire them after the banner leaves, but collab characters, like, are they ever gonna come back? I don't think these characters are ever gonna come back. Like, realistically. We're already so deep into Great Cross the lifespan, right? So, okay. These are the characters. What else is there? I mean, bundles, of course. Some interesting stuff. I mean, you can read this all if you want. I'm just gonna kind of skim through. It's nothing like crazy. It's just like minor life, quality of life improvements. Like you can cycle through the bosses faster if you're just spawning your raids. It's kind of cool. Oh, okay. This is actually pretty interesting. You know the simultaneous clear for the for raids. You have to toggle on every single time you want to do it. Now I guess it's always going to be on if you leave it on. That's kind of cool. Login, 100 gems login. Pretty neat. This is on top of the 100 gems we just got for the manga anniversary. So they are giving a lot of gems. Like if you've been saving gems for the end of year stuff, you're pretty stacked right now. Costumes, unfortunately, with all collabs, these costumes are going to be paid only. This one's 60 gems. Naofumi has a free one. Even for the free characters, stuff like that. One free multi on the banner, plus of course the character I said was free. It's right here. Roulette event. That's how you acquire the relics and stuff. This guy is a boss. I kind of wish he was a character, but this guy's a boss. The boss looked pretty tough on the stream, the reveal stream, but we'll see. I would expect like the rabbit's difficulty. That's what I would expect. Of course, yeah, the costume for Naofumi is right there. Labyrinth is finally back, and it seems to be a shield hero themed labyrinth, which is interesting. You're gonna be your paw they're gonna be moving is actually okay, that didn't zoom. Is actually gonna be the bird character. We'll see how difficult this will be. We'll see what they changed about it. So. Okay, they don't say. We'll see if they change. They said they were going to change stuff about Labyrinth, right? So we'll see what they do change. 30 gems at the end, just like the other one. The celebration payback. If you spend gems, you get rewards. King exchange is back. That's nice. These are like the boosts you always get when the celebration comes out, like double XP, stuff like that. That's the usual stuff. You can have both Naofumi and Filo as your login character. I kind of wish it was Raphtalia, but okay. Hawk Pass, they're making a furry Estarossa costume. Cool. Okay. And then we're done. I mean, the characters look very strong. Should you summon? It will depend on you. We'll see, of course, first I'm going to be using the characters. To me, honestly, I think unless if you summoned for Merlin, right? It's a must summon. I think. We'll see. Again, I'm gonna use Filo. Maybe she's way weaker than I'm expecting her to be. But I think if you summon for Merlin, it might be a must summon for her. And then you pick her as your guaranteed. And if not, these characters are making a brand new team, right? So if you're summoning for these characters right here, Naofumi and Raphtalia, you're committing yourself to making their team. You're committing yourself to making true full defense sets for them and actually using them on a team specifically made for them, right? So you gotta keep that in mind. And Hirsch is free, but I know what you think. Are you gonna skip? Are you gonna summon? End of year festivals are coming though. Keep that in mind. The collab lasts how long? Let's see. Until the 10th of November. Oh yeah. This is way before. This is only 2 weeks. Only 2 weeks. This is way before the end of year festivals start coming in, the November festival, stuff like that. So we won't know. So yeah. Godspeed. I mean, for global, it will be like the nah. It'll be like November 15 or something. Yeah. Never mind. But yeah. Godspeed. That's all I have to say.